ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Chicago Bears. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. 30 base.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Ready?
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
So don't say nothing.
Hey, Alpha. Go.
2nd and 6. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, Echo.
Mike 50. Stop your mind.
He'll look to throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas. A breakaway for Michael Thomas. Touchdown, Chicago. Michael Thomas, 62 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go. Katie.
Mike. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 70 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Check three.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Back to throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Man, I got you.
Hey, lock it.
Under crunch.
He'll drop to throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Hey, keep it. Check. 53. Check. 53 is the mic. I got it.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Mike. 53. Mike. You don't want nothing. You don't want nothing.
Great.
Let's go. Hey, we got 53. Mike, 53. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. 53 is the mic. 53. Check.
Gun.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. All right.
Back to throw, Newton. And he's going to go down again. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Stay with your man. Let's go. Hey, we got
3rd and long. It's Newton. He's going to fire. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the 3rd down conversion. Now Joe Mixon had a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Get in the weight room. 8. 53 is the mark. Yep. Watch the twist. Hey, come on. Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that?
Gun.
53 is mine. Check.
What is
Now Newton. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good pickup there, 26 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I'm scared.
Out of the gun, Newton. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. They come up in an offset eye. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On the toss, Mixon. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might...
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Denzel Perryman able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
hard.
They'll set up to throw. He finds Taylor, complete. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 15. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Ready? 180. 53 is the mic. Come on, come on. Great. Check. 53 is mine. Check. 53 is mine. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
On first down, it's Newton. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. Newton will bring him up first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Check safety.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive first and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Evans in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check your hot read.
Go. Ready?
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to look deep. And got his man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 30 yards there. On first down, Taylor. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go.
He'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
At the 43-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Now 180.
53. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Express.
53 is the mic.
Gun.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back.
Hey.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Express.
A gain of 9.
Check.
Great.
Second and 1.
Check. 53.
On second and a yard. Newton. It's complete to Diggs.
Newton's back.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Stephon Diggs. It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Redskins first down.
Newton will bring him up first and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. You don't want none. Get it. Pick up the ball.
Now Newton. Buying time to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On second and 9, Newton. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Set. 180.
53 is the mic. Hey, watch the ball.
Gun.
Check. 53. Check. 53 is the mic. Let's go, D.
Throwing on third and long. Newton. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Now he's got their only touchdown. This offense struggling. They target him again.
Everyone is looking for the hot hand, and sometimes you just don't have it. Maybe it's just lukewarm. But you go to that guy and try and turn it hot. Try and get things going. Find a way to get everything kick-started. As you noted, he has their only touchdown, so he's had the most success in the game thus far.
He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down.
Ready? Ready?
You. Slam.
20.
Watch the twist.
Check 20.
Wait.
Express.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Push him back.
Express.
Mixon with it. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Set, ready?
Number 53. Mike 53. I got you. You're on mine, baby.
8.
Joker.
Ready?
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the sit. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter.
Let's go now. 18 gator. Exit. Ready.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. 2nd and 15. He throws, and he hits the slant route to Thomas. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jordan Evans picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Watch the screen. 53 is the mic. Let's go. Shove it over. 53 is the mic. Check. 53 is the mic.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Joe Mixon, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the 2-point try.
We ain't beginning to tear you up.
They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again symptomatic?
Yeah. Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Second and 3. The 47-yard line.
Back to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Michael Thomas. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears get a bit closer. No problem there on the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
26. Bears 14.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. Give him 53 yards on the ground. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, here's Newton. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Joe Mixon with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
The point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Bears 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now as a quarterback, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Dumps it off to Mixon, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
3rd and 2, Newton. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
And his kick here is good. And that will push the lead up from 26, and it grows up to 29. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Go!
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to..."
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He got 29 yards that time. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
30 base.
54 Mike. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
2nd and 4. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. And Adam Gase having a belief in his guys. They're going for it. He can run for it, and he will. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.